Hello again, my friends. I've recently had the great opportunity to review products from VR Optician. They create prescription VR lenses that you put in your headset, and that way you don't need to wear glasses while playing VR. So that's what we're going to be reviewing today. But I want to start this video by actually expressing some gratitude because I feel like we have a great community here. And these days, with the channel growing, there's so many comments that I'm not able to respond to all of them. But I do read them. And it was during the Valve Index review that many of you recommended that I try VR Optician lenses. Because during that review, I was complaining about how I couldn't get the lenses very close to my eyes because of my glasses. And so it's thanks to you that I reached out to them and they accepted and sent me some free lenses. So I want to thank you all for giving me this great tip because this has been a really fun review doing these lenses and I'm quite pleased with the results. But thank you so much. And now let's get down to it. When it came to the VR Optician lenses, I sent them my prescription and like I said, they sent me some free lenses. I received lenses for the Valve Index, the Vive Pro, and the Oculus Quest. Installation for all three is very similar, but there are some differences. Let's start with how they showed up in packaging. They arrive in clamshell cases, not too different from glasses cases actually. Opening that up, you can clearly see the left and right lenses inside the bags. When you take the lenses out of their bags, thankfully they are individually printed, which is left and right. So that way you always know which lens goes where. Putting them on the Valve Index was as simple as just sliding them on. Once they're all the way in, they do stay in place. Installation for the Vive Pro was similar, but did require a little bit of force and pushing until it snapped into place. Installation for the Oculus Quest required an extra step of removing the outer ring around the lenses. But just a little bit of pulling with your fingernail will make it pop right off. After that, putting the lenses on did require a little more force than the Vive Pro. After giving a good push, they then snap into place. And thankfully, all of these lenses are easily removable. So if you share your headset a lot, they go off and on multiple times very easily. It's not at all a permanent installation, which is really nice. So when it comes to the results of using the lenses, there was one tiny gotcha which I'll be covering in a minute. But overall, I'm very satisfied. The lenses matched my prescription, and it's just like wearing my glasses. But with the Valve Index, I noticed the greatest improvement because not only was I not wearing glasses anymore, but I could have a wider field of view without glasses in the way. So most pleased with that headset, but with all of them, it works pretty well. Now, the important gotcha that I need to mention is that when I first received the initial set of lenses, they matched my prescription. They were sharp, but I noticed they seemed a little off. It seemed a little fishbowl-y, kind of warpy, and just seemed a little odd. And so after emailing with them back and forth, it turns out that they created lenses that were a different high index value than my glasses. Now, for the rest of this review, whenever I say index, I'm talking about the high index value of the optics of your prescription, not the Valve Index headset, because that could get confusing. I learned something new because whenever I order glasses online, I choose a high index value because my prescription is pretty strongly nearsighted. And so if I don't choose a high index value, my glasses are really thick. And up until now, I've always thought a high index value was merely cosmetic, so that you get thinner lenses so your glasses don't look as huge. But it turns out there are optical properties that come along with that as well. When I buy my glasses online, I always choose a high index of 1.67 because I feel like that's enough of a compression so that the glasses don't look so thick. But I'm also saving a little bit of money not going gung-ho and getting the ultimate high index value. But it turns out that high index value of 1.74 is what the initial lenses came as. The prescription was correct, but it looked a little warpy and it took some adjusting before I would ever get used to it. And that's how it is whenever you get a new pair of glasses and the high index value is different, it takes time to adjust and get used to it. But what I really wanted was for these VR lenses to match my glasses. So they were kind enough to redo all of the lenses for me, matching my high index of 1.67. And after I had those lenses, they matched my glasses and it looked fantastic. This is really important to keep in mind because your prescription might match, but it might look a little different from your everyday glasses that you're wearing depending on the high index value of your glasses. So after we figured this out with my lenses, I emailed them asking, so how does this work out for the average customer? How do you decide what the indexes they get, and how do you manage all that? And it turns out they have an automated process. Depending on the prescription you give in the website, they will decide on their own what the high index value of your glass will be. So this is a good time to talk about the website itself. Going to VROptician.com, it's really straightforward. You just click on the headset you want, and then at that new page, you put in your prescription and any extra options you want. After putting in your prescription, it'll tell you how much it'll cost. This is how much it would cost for my prescription. And so I feel like this is the biggest thing they could do to improve the website. After you put in your prescription, it'll tell you how much it'll cost because it knows what it'll do with your prescription. But the website should say what the high index value of your glass will be. That way you know what you're getting. Am I getting a 1.67 high index lens? Am I getting a 1.74? That would be really great to know. That way you know right away at the website if it's going to match your glasses or if you'll need to adjust to these new optics that don't match your glasses. They will work with you to try and figure out if it's not working for you. They will try their best to accommodate, but they won't give refunds. And they may even actually charge a little bit of money if you're going to redo your lenses. So in summary, I feel like they do a fantastic service. The product is really well made, and I'm really happy with the lenses I received. But of course, be aware of the high index value. It may or may not match your glasses. And to VR Optician, I would request that the website tell the end user what the index value will be when they're purchasing. I think that would be really great customer service. So there you go. Those are my thoughts and experiences with the VR Optician lenses. Thank you again to everyone that commented and pointed out this product to me. It's thanks to you this video even exists. And so feel free to comment below your experiences or any other products you recommend. It's all incredibly helpful. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you later. See ya. Bye. Well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. See ya.